Okay, dear student, today we're going to start with the mascot modeling project. Okay, the PDF has been shared with you in your ICTK portal, so you can just check the ICT portal. You'll be able to see the PDF. So our goal of the project is to create a model of a mascot from a reference image. This project is going to focuses on enabling the student to visualize 3D shapes and their orientation in 3D space using a primitive to create a mascot. So, dear students, our today object is to set up a reference image in a workspace that is going to help us in the modeling process. Okay, and we are going to apply the basic operation like loop, cut, bevel, extrude, modify. We are going to use modifier as well. Okay, so what I'm expecting by the end of this session, you would be able to set up reference image in the workspace and you will be able to use few of the Blender tool. Okay, so let us start. So today we are going to concentrate on character modeling. Fine. So you might be having an idea what is a character modeling. Okay. So generally it could be an animal, creature, or whatever we have imagined. Or it could be a mythical creature as well. You think about it, you create a 3D model and it become your character. Fine. So we can see there are a lot of 3D character being used in gaming industries, movies, advertisement. So there is a very lot of scope in 3D character. Okay. So now let us jump to the technical activity in our Blender. When we start the Blender, we get a default cube. We are going to delete the default cube. Okay. Now let us bring the image. But before bringing the image, we need to you need to download this image. I have shared the image with you on your computer channel. Okay. So I'll just go for a 10th. So in the respective computer channel of each of the class, I have shared few reference images. So you are having front view image, side view image. Today we are going to discuss, we are going to use these two images. Which one? The front view and the side view. Okay. So kindly pay attention over here. Fine. Okay. So let us do that. Actually, I'm just feeling that I'm in the classroom. That's why I'm saying kindly pay attention. But that is an online recording. Fine. I just keep forgetting that when I'm teaching, I just think about the environment of a class. Okay. Other than that, what we are going to do, we will be downloading this image. So either you can click on it and just click on select download, or else what you can do, right click, open in a browser, then also you can download. Whatever way is feasible for you, you can use that. Okay. So I have downloaded the image in my download section. So right now what I'm going to do, I'll go in this. I'll be going over here, add mesh. Okay, and I will be adding for, sorry, not add, we'll be go for an image part because we are going to first add an image. So I will go in an image which is in an add section. I will go for a reference image. Now class, here you need to remember one thing. Are you able to see align to view over here? What we are going to do, we are going to uncheck this, and I will go in a download section. In the download section, I will be checking for my image. So I had made a reference folder for this. I'll go over here and okay, this is my reference image. I'm going to take front view, load that image. It became flat on the ground. Now I need this image. So what is happening over here? The image is flat on the ground. We need to rotate it. We need to make it vertical. So I will press N. What does by pressing N does? It open a transformational panel over here. So here you can see whatever changes we are going to do, we will be able to see over here. So for bringing this panel, you need to press N, and for moving it out, we need to press N once again. So I'll just bring that. I need to rotate this. So on the left hand side, we are having few tools. Okay. So among that, we are having a rotate tool as well. So I'll just select the rotate tool, select this and move. But I need to have this perfectly 90 degrees. So what I'll be doing, I'll be going in a rotation and I'm going to mention 90 degree. Okay. So you're done with the making it straight. Now one more thing. When your image is selected, on the right hand side, you are able to see object data properties. It is visible only when your image is selected. If you might have selected something else and it will not be visible for that. Okay. So when your image is selected, you are able to see object data properties. Now over here, what is the size of the image? 5 meter. So what I'm going to make, I'm going to make it 2.4. Okay. So the general why we make it 2.4? 5 meter would be too big. A mascot, it would be bigger than any person. So that's why 2.4. More than it would be more than 6 feet. Similarly, offset, I will not touch this thing right now, but for the y value, I'm going to make it 0. As you can see over here, my mascot is below the grid. For bringing it on the top, I'm going to make it 0. Fine. Now my mascot is on the top. Now over here in the depth, I can go for a front. Fine. Let the depth, I should be in a front. Now if I press 1 on my numpad, okay, 1 on numpad, I'm able to see a front view. Let me zoom this. Okay. Now, in the same manner, how I added a side front view, I'm going to add the side view as well. Okay, so add mesh. So I'm doing this special again. Add, go in an image. In the image, you need to go in where reference. I need to check this one. We are going to take a side view. Load the reference image. The image is already come because we are not able to see because it is perfectly on the ground. So let me just orbit this. Okay. So now can you see this? We'll do the same process. We are going to rotate this into 90 degree. Fine, that's straight. Now I need to rotate this on that side. So I will just make it 90 degree in Z axis as well. Okay. And decrease the size. So the same size we are going to use which we have used for front view. So what we have used in front view, the size was 2.4 meter. So I'm going to make it same thing 2.4 meter. Enter. And once again, it is below the grid. So I'm going to make it 0. Okay. Now if I press 1, I'm able to see front view. And I'm pressing 3, I'm able to see the side view. Okay. All this look good up till now. Now, what we are going to do? We need to have few modifier. Fine. Before do the modeling part. So I will just go over here. Going to go in edit, preference, go in add-on section. In the add-on section, you have to search for mesh extra object. Mesh extra object. You have to check that. Right now it is my check. If it is unchecked, you need to check that. Okay. And we need to also have loop. Okay. Mesh loop tool. Make sure it is with the word mesh. Okay. That is most important thing. If you are having a loop tool without a mesh, then it will not be useful. Similarly, if you are having an extra object without a mesh, it will be no useful. Okay. Now click on this. If you're done with this, then what you will be doing now? We'll go in the input property over here. In the input, you need to check this emulate 3 mouse button is on. Okay. This will be helpful when we do modeling and you'll be understanding what was the use of it. After you have done all these changes, you can click on this burger sign. I don't know what it is there. I think it's a burger kind of sign. I'll just click on it and you need to click on save preference. Okay. Fine. Now the next thing. Let us add mesh and we are going to take what? Round cube. Okay, so we are going to take a round cube. As soon as I took a round cube, I am able to see add a round cube over here. Correct? In the add round cube, you need to do one changes before doing anything else, before clicking anywhere else. As soon as I click anywhere else, that things goes away. Hai na? So I need to delete this once again and need to bring that. So you have to make sure whatever changes I'm saying, you have to do without clicking at any other place. Okay, just for example, once again we are going to do that mesh. We took a round cube. Now before clicking anywhere else, what you need to do? You need to go in a radius and make it 1. Now let us take this thing up. I'm taking this up, but the problem is it is behind the image. I want to see the image as well for the reference and I need to see the UV sphere as well. So for that what I will be doing, I will go for this image property. In this image property, can you see we are having an opacity? Click on the opacity, decrease the opacity so that both the thing are visible. Okay, this will be working fine for me. But if you feel that आपको थोड़ा और कम ज़्यादा करना है, then you can do that. Now I'm using this UV sphere for making the head. So I'll just move it up. It is too big. So on the left hand side, we are having a scale tool. I will select the scale tool and I'm going to grab this white circle and I'm going to decrease the size. Okay. Now, if I go over here, let me just move this side. Okay, this look good to me, but there is a problem with the image. I think it's not perfectly similar. So select this image. I will just do little offset. This is minus 0.5. I will try to make it minus 0.5. When you're doing one click, it might not happen. Huh? You might think that sir kuch ho nahi raha. That is not the case. You need to click more than once. Then it's going to make become 0.49. Okay, all look good to me over here right now. Fine. So it is completely to the shape of the. It will not come exactly to the shape of the face because the face is not symmetry and it is not circular as well. So we'll be doing the changes later on. But what I'll be doing now, I'm going to cut this UV sphere into half. Okay. So how I will be doing it? I will go in object, edit mode. Okay. Now whenever you're cutting anything half, you need to complete it. So you need to make sure you are in the viewport shading. Okay, wireframe. Then select half, but we need to half. Well, to go in the face mode. So now class, we are having three things. As you know, our 3D objects are having three parts: vertex, edge, and faces. So I would be in a face mode now. I'm going to select half of the circle and I'm going to press delete button and faces. So all the half thing has gone. But if I was not in the wireframe mode, I would have been only the other solid mode. So this would have not have been possible to cut in half. What would have happened? It would have cut half in the front and half in the behind would have still remained. So whenever you are cutting anything in half or doing some complex operation, make sure you are in a wireframe mode. This box over here. Okay. Now I'm having this thing. What I will be doing now? I will add a modifier. Okay, because what is going to happen if I'm doing anything over here, I need the same thing to happen on the other side. So for that, we are having a modifier on the right hand side. If you click over this icon, the spanner icon, it is showing that it is a modifier property. If I click on this and select one modifier, okay. So right now, which modifier I'm selecting? The mirror. As the name suggests, it is going to do it as a mirror. मैंने mirror कर दिया, but it is not visible. You might say, sir, कुछ तो दिख नहीं रहा है. But if you go in a object mode, yeah, it is there. Okay, but while you are in edit mode, you'll be able to edit only this half. So what I will be doing now, I'm going to take a vertex, select a few of the vertex, then I'm going to select the move tool and I'm going to move it properly. Okay, so that matches face. There's a possible chance that it might not match the exact face, but you need to just try and check. You make it little more closer comparatively. Got it? Fine. So this one look good to me up till now. So we had this modifier. Now, one more thing, when you are using a modifier, make sure you are having a clipping on. Okay. So as if I click on this, it is telling me some information. Prevent vertices from going to the mirror during a transform. So the vertices would be that the thing where it is going to mirror, it could be touching each other over there. Okay. So I'll just click on this. It should be on. Now, what I'll be doing, I'll be adding one more modifier. Let me go back to object mode. All look good. Across, you might see that यहाँ पर property है because the face is not exact symmetry. So that is the reason you might be able to do. So we are taking this image only as a reference. Fine. I need to have one more modifier, that is subdivision surface. So what subdivision surface does? It do it more division? It make your object look more smooth. So I'm going to take that. Now levels view. View in the sense in the viewport how it is going to look the division surface. So I will just make it 2. And when we do the render, it is having the value 2. So don't worry about that thing. Just remember that we need to change this value to. Now if you have a look, it is smooth comparatively. But आपको result नजर नहीं आ रहा है. Let me go back to the smooth mode over here. Or else what you can do, on the right hand side, just close this front image. You'll be able to see that we are almost smooth the image. We are done with the head part. Okay, I'll just keep it over here. Okay. So now what I will be doing, this elements look good to me. Fine. For this session, we are having up till here. I will just show you the output by hiding few of the image. Let me go in a front view by pressing 1. Okay, and I will just close this empty. So able to see the head over here. Okay. Now we can do one more thing. We can do shade smooth. Like going in object, I need little more smooth. So can you see over here shade smooth? It is going to add more division, and in the display it will be looking more smooth comparatively. Okay, now we are having more smoothness over here. I'll just close this image. Okay, this is more smooth comparatively. Fine. So now we have achieved the basic shape of the head. Fine. So in the next session, we'll proceed with the rest of the part, the ears, the torso, the arms, and the leg. Okay. So now I need you to complete this up till here. Fine. And just try doing with this other image as well if you want to practice. But I think after completing the whole body, then only you'll get a better idea how the things are going to happen. Okay, fine. So I'll just save this file, save as mascot video 1.